Welcome to Honeybee, real stories of love, lies, and betrayal, where every truth stings. Let's begin. MIA Adamy sat at the edge of her bed, her hand trembling as her eyes locked onto the pregnancy test before her. The two bold lines swam in her blurred vision, yet their message was undeniable. She was pregnant. A dizzy spell swept over her, stealing her breath for a moment. Her chest grew tight, a lump rising in her throat. This couldn't be happening. Not to her. Thoughts flew through Mia's mind as she struggled to process the reality. She was only 17, still in school, full of ambition, dreaming of leaving Lagos to attend university and chase a brighter future. Her mother, Auntie Fikayomi, a single mom who worked endless hours as a nurse, had always reminded her to stay focused. How could MIA possibly break this news to her now? How could she handle her mother's disappointment? Tears welled up, further clouding her vision. Her mind wandered back to that night a month ago, the night everything shifted. She hadn't even wanted to attend the party. But her best friend, Lily Chukwu, had insisted. "Come on, MIA, you need to live a little," Lily had said, flashing her a grin. MIA recalled how awkward she'd felt at the packed house party, the blaring music, the thick haze of smoke, the sticky heat. She clutched a drink, feeling like she didn't belong. Then there was Mark O'Cleay, the charming captain of the basketball team, with a smile that seemed to light up the room. He'd walked up, offered her another drink. They'd talked. They'd laughed. She remembered that much. But after that, everything was a blur. She remembered feeling dizzy, confused, and waking up in her own bed the next morning, her body aching, her head pounding. She chalked it up to drinking too much. Now, hugging her knees to her chest, MIA rocked back and forth as panic closed in. She felt trapped, completely alone in a nightmare she couldn't escape. She couldn't stay silent anymore. She needed answers. She had to talk to Mark. 2 days later, MIA stood near the basketball court, her stomach tied in knots. A mix of fear and resolve churned inside her as she watched Mark laughing with his friends, his confident, easygoing demeanor unaware of the storm she was about to bring. Taking a shaky breath, she wiped her sweaty palms on her jeans. She had to go through with this. "Mark," she called, her voice trembling. "Can we talk?" He turned to the sound of her voice, the smile fading slightly. His friends exchanged looks as they sensed attention. He gestured for them to give him space, and they slowly drifted away, leaving the two of them somewhat alone. "What's up, MIA?" he asked, trying to sound casual, but his tone edged with caution. MIA swallowed hard, her heartbeat thundering in her ears. "It's about the party a while back," she began. I just found out I'm pregnant, and I think you might be the father." For a moment, everything froze. The playful spark in Mark's eyes disappeared, replaced by something darker, shock, maybe fear. "What are you saying?" he hissed, lowering his voice. "You think I'm a father? Are you insane?" Mia's eyes widened. She instinctively stepped back. "We talked that night, then everything went fuzzy. I'm not accusing you. I need to understand what happened." Mark's face twisted in anger. "You've lost your mind. I don't know what you're trying to pull, but I never touched you. Maybe you were with someone else. Don't drag me into your mess." Tears burned behind her eyes, but she refused to let them fall. "Please, Mark," she said, her voice cracking. "I just want the truth." His expression turned to stone. He looked around to make sure no one was watching. "The truth?" he scoffed. "The truth is you're looking for someone to blame. But it's not me. Stop lying about me or you'll regret it." With that, he turned and walked away, leaving MIA standing there, her world crashing down around her. Through her tears, she noticed Mark's friends still watching from a distance, whispering among themselves. And she knew, deep in her gut, this was just the beginning. The rumors spread through Kingsway International School like wildfire. By the end of the week, nearly everyone had heard MIA Adamy was claiming Mark Okoye had gotten her pregnant, and he was completely denying it. Students quickly picked sides. Mark's circle called MIA a liar, accusing her of trying to ruin his name. Others just looked at her with either pity or judgment. As she walked the halls, whispers followed her like shadows. Her phone buzzed constantly, some messages filled with cruel jokes, others with awkward sympathy. She could barely look at them. Even her closest friends seemed unsure how to act around her now, as if she was some kind of social landmine. "He's such a coward," Lily fumed as they walked home one day. "He's just trying to save his own skin." MIA shook her head, her voice barely audible. "Maybe I'm wrong, Lily. Maybe it wasn't him." Lily stopped walking and turned to face her, grabbing her by the shoulders. "No, MIA, don't let them make you question yourself. Something happened that night, and we're going to figure it out." MIA gave a weak nod, but inside, doubt gnawed at her. What if she was mistaken? What if she never uncovered the truth? The next day, a new note appeared in her locker, scrawled in aggressive, jagged handwriting. "Shut up or you'll wish you had." Her hands shook as she read it. She crumpled the paper and stuffed it in her bag, heart hammering. Whoever was behind this wasn't backing off. They were getting bolder. A week later, MIA, Lily, and Tom Adabo sat huddled in the far corner of the school library, their voices low, tension thick in the air. Tom, their tech-savvy, quiet friend, had offered to help after Lily told him what was going on. "We have to figure out who's sending these threats," he said, tapping rapidly on his laptop. "If they use a burner phone, tracing it won't be easy, but we can at least start with photos and videos from the party." MIA watched him work, her mind swirling with confusion. "Why would Mark deny it so hard?" she asked softly. "If he's innocent, wouldn't he want to clear his name?" Lily leaned in, her expression intense. "Unless he's hiding something. Or maybe someone's forcing him to keep quiet." Tom's gaze stayed on the screen. "Check this out." He pulled up a video from the night of the party, students dancing, laughing. But in the background, they spotted MIA slumped on a couch, looking dazed. Nearby stood Mark, Tar Johnson, and Sam Bello. "Look at Sam," Lily pointed out. "He looks like he's seen a ghost." "Yeah," Tom agreed. "And see how Mark's whispering to him? Something's not right." Mia's heart thudded. "We need to talk to Sam," she said, her voice steady. "He knows something." Later that day, MIA found Sam alone in the hallway after school. The usual cocky air he carried was gone. He looked nervous. She walked toward him slowly. "Sam," she said gently, "can I talk to you?" He glanced up, startled. "MIA, I don't really have anything to say." She moved a little closer, her voice calm but firm. "Please, Sam, I'm not trying to cause trouble. I just want to know what happened that night. I saw the video. You looked scared." His eyes darted around, looking for a way out. "You don't understand," he whispered. "This isn't just about you and Mark. There are others involved, people who can make life really hard if they want to." "Who?" MIA asked, desperation creeping in. "Who's behind all of this?" Sam hesitated, face pale. "I can't say. I just can't. But you need to be careful, MIA. They are watching, and they don't like questions." Before she could say anything else, he turned and hurried away, leaving her alone in the empty corridor with a growing sense of unease. The following day, another note appeared in her locker. "Think you're clever? Keep pushing and see what happens." Mia's hands trembled as she showed it to Lily and Tom. "They're getting more threatening," she whispered, Phil lacing her words. "What if this goes beyond just Mark trying to cover things up?" "It does," Tom said, his eyes narrowed. "Someone scared, MIA, scared of what you might find." Lily nodded, her jaw tight. "We need to figure out who's behind this, and fast." Tom leaned in, voice low. "What if we set a trap? Make them think we have more than we do. If they are desperate, they might come looking for it." MIA glanced between her friends, fear mixing with determination. "It's risky, but it might be our only chance." Together, MIA, Lily, and Tom carefully planned their trap. They chose Lily's house. Her parents were away for the weekend, making it the perfect location. They spread a rumor online, claiming they had new, incriminating evidence from the party and were planning to report it to school officials. As they waited in Lily's dim living room, tension filled the space. They planted fake documents and a laptop on the coffee table, with a hidden camera set to capture everything. Mia's heart pounded in her chest, nerves frayed. "What if no one shows up?" she whispered.